Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Game Vault Pod. Truckin Thursdays here. I am your humble host, Mark. Um, so let me make sure I get the audio well. Um, is I think we should be good. Pop up the game, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, there we go. So I am joined by, I think Jenny's here.
I'm here.
Hey, Jen.
Hey.
Nice
10-4, good buddy.
10-4, 10-4. I am excited. I am doing way too much content tonight, so getting hopped up on that content high. So let's get started. How much of that EA Play did you get to see?
Skate 4. That's it. Literally, that's it. But apparently I got there for the best news.
Yeah. I think Tom is going to have an entire cockpit in his house by the time Squadrons comes out.
Yeah. I have to catch up before our podcast, because obviously we're going to be talking about that. And PS5 and some good stuff.
I'm so excited for PS5. I'm probably not going to buy it until
like 2 years out.
Yeah, 2021, something like that.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be in the same boat as you.
Yeah. I'm only excited about one game and one game only.
That's Horizon, right?
No, Bug Snacks.
You're not.
Bug Snacks and Bug Snacks only.
Fine.
Time only exists as pre-Bug Snacks and post-Bug Snacks world. So.
Interesting. That might also be another T-shirt. Just saying.
That was probably the most up my alley game that has been shown on any of these things.
I was gonna ask, what kind of game is Bug Snack? Never played.
It's not out yet.
It's a new game.
It's from the makers of Octodad.
Okay.
So it's very goofy. That was the. Yeah. You'll find out one of the reasons it's been stuck in my head forever. I just can't stop thinking about Bug Snacks. It's basically, from what I can tell, is that you. It has this whole story thing. I read the press release, but I can't really remember it right now. You're sort of going 80 miles an hour down this road.
Jeez.
You go to this island and you have to save it from somebody's missing or something. I forget the story exactly, but the important thing is that all the food on the island has become bugs. Like they're still the food, but they're bugs. And when you eat the bugs, it changes how your character looks. So
interesting.
If you eat a strawberry, you get strawberry hands. Or I guess you could modify anything, but yeah, that's one of the great parts.
Did they show that in the PS5?
Yeah.
Like the whole. Really? Where the heck? I mean, I know I was watching it while I was working, but I feel like I would remember that.
That was the one where they had the animal acting like she was like Steve Irwin. I'm gonna get a ticket.
After you watch it, I guess. Oh, you passed a capo?
Yep, going 18 miles an hour over the speed limit. So I got a very big ticket.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
$2,000.
Oof.
It's not scaled because you get a normal parking ticket and it's like $600. I'm like, I've gotten speeding tickets before. they are not $600.
What is your current job that you've accepted?
I am taking this boat that you can see on my back in my rearview mirror from Port Angeles, Washington to Clovis, New Mexico.
Interesting. It's quite a long drive.
I'm taking a boat to New Mexico. there must be a lake there or something.
I would hope. Something.
So let me see if I can pull up the map. Let's grab the map. So the job is initially was like 1900. We got about 1400 miles left.
Oh, okay. So you've already had started this
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I am still in Oregon. And I have to get all the way down here. It was one of the things where I wanted to go
God.
from one end of the map to the other.
Yep, you're doing it.
And this is the first job I found that allowed me to do that. So this might be a multiple stream thing.
Yeah, probably.
Got a brake. I only hit the brakes there because I had no idea if there was a car in the other lane.
Yeah. Safety first.
Yep, I could have done the turnaround them, but I was completely blindsided on the incoming traffic.
I'm assuming, just like it is normally with whatever you're hauling in your truck, if you damage the boat, you get money knocked off of what you get paid.
Yeah, but if I damage my truck, it's no big deal because it's my truck. I have to pay to fix it.
Boat though.
Boat? Nope. Boat is the moneymaker.
Yep.
Yeah, I got my suicide knob on my steering wheel.
That. I was just looking at that actually. I was wondering if that had always been there and I just never noticed it.
Nope, I bought it 2 streams ago when I decked out my truck. I have a license plate over here. That license plate says 42069. So they do a really good job when you're in like Washington and Oregon to just make it feel like, you know, the woods and all that are around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a wide turn.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna run this. Oh, it turned green. Nice. You know, to set it off differently than when you're driving through Utah and Nevada and all that. They got that aesthetic really well. Yeah, they do the same thing. I've seen some maps of the newer Euro Truck games. You know, they really make it feel like you're in all the different environments that Europe has. Like, I think it was recent. I don't know how recent, but they added the island of Corsica, you know, right off France.
Yep.
And I don't know if they did it to make it, because Corsica's pretty small, for all intents and purposes in that game. I don't know if they made it 1-to-1, because it does take a while to get across the island, which would be pretty cool if they did.
Yeah.
Oh, sunset in my rear view.
Almost sounds like a country song.
Yeah.
It has to be in a country song. Oh, Dan says I sound loud again. Like you're shattering loud.
Oh, I forgot about. Hold on. Pause. I forgot that the mouse is also my view. Alright, I'm going to turn down the audio. That's the best I can do on my end.
Okay, I'll turn down my gain too, just in case.
Yeah, you're
turn it down more.
You're spiking a little bit.
I have on that.
My end.
I turned it down a lot.
Okay. Let me check Discord.
Sounded a little loud before on your EA stream you did, but not like painfully loud.
Okay, is this better, Dan?
And do I sound better?
Yeah, it's frustrating going back and forth between this and Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Because it always seems like I have to change all my audio levels between every game and Destiny.
Yep, pretty much. You said it sounds good.
Okay. All right, let's get back in. Oh, there, you can see my license plate now.
Oh yeah. Or 2069.
That could have been a
Full of numbers.
disaster. Trying to
What's
use.
hanging? What was hanging from your rearview mirror?
That is a chainsaw.
Oh, you incorporated Dead by Daylight. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Or it was the only thing in the shop. But, well, we'll go with your thing.
Sure. Sounds good.
Speaking of that, nice way to get a segue in there, Jen.
Hey.
How was Silent Hill?
It is so awesome. I played with my friend Tiff, who is a huge Silent Hill fan. Growing up, she used to buy the games and then get scared and make me play them while she watched.
Sounds like my sister.
We were very into it. So I had messaged her and I said, "Hey, I'm logging into the PlayStation. Do you want to play?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm really tired." And her husband was sleeping. She's like, "Maybe next time." So I'm like, "Okay." And I turn it on and it starts updating. And then I see Silent Hill. And I'm like, "Tiffany, Silent Hill is here." So she's like, I just woke up my husband. She like ran across the house and booted it up. It was really cool. We unfortunately played against, so the first time we played against the Pyramid Head, we played against someone that had no idea how to play, and they literally just stood in front of the hook the whole time. So he was disgracing Pyramid Head. But after that, we played against a bunch of people who were Pyramid Head, and they were very good. So it is awesome.
I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of Pyramid Head.
Oh yeah, you're going to see a lot of Pyramid Head, a lot of Cheryl Mason, who is the survivor from from Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And there's a map. I forget the name of the school now, but it's the elementary school from the game.
The first one? It's all the first one?
Yeah. It's really interesting, that map. It's 2 levels. It's all indoors. Well, kind of. There's like a courtyard in the middle. There's a lot of rooms that connect to each other, so it's kind of easy to get away from the killer.
Okay.
Killer is so close to you at all times because it's still a small map. I think it's a pretty well balanced map between the survivors and the killers. It's definitely difficult either way. But I love it. It's great.
Good. I guess like I said, we'll see a lot of that on Saturday, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. Just like when they came out with Death Slinger, the cowboy with the gun, the chain, whatever it is. We were well, at least I was only playing against him for a while. It'll be the same, which is good because I'm sure everyone will be interested to see what Silent Hill looks like.
Okay. That was me dropping my phone quickly as I noticed my truck was about to crash into a sign. Nice. Do you want to check and see if Tom's on Discord as well?
Sure. Yeah, let me jump on in. He is idle. Let me see if I can add him or call if he's paying.
I thought he said in our chat that he was ready as well. But I know he's helping one of his brothers having computer issues. So.
Oh, maybe that's what he's doing right now. If I go to his username on Discord and I call him, will that add him to our call?
You should be able to just add him to the call. There should be like a little plus or something on our call, I would assume. I would assume it works the same way as Skype.
Yeah, that's what I would think too.
I may be wrong.
Okay, turn on camera, mute, or disconnect. I also called you directly and not a group. So maybe that's the issue.
Alright, if you want to hang up and call the group.
Okay.
So let me
ERB.
Gotta tab out. No, I see where we could add them. So, yeah, well, as we try and get Tom on here, he may or may not join us. But,
yep. We're calling. Just
yeah, I just found it where to add the person. But
was it where it says add friends to DM, or is that something separate?
That's what I thought it was. But yeah, because these are technically direct messages that we're doing. Okay. Well, you can keep an eye on that.
Yep.
And see if young Thomas wants to come in. I'm currently going to nice speed.
Yep. matches your license plate.
Unfortunately, I cannot go 420 miles an hour.
That would be a great mod. Just send it like a rocket ship.
It'd be like playing F-Zero.
Yeah, pretty much. Can you imagine with a boat on the back? I think we get vaporized.
Yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow, before we podcast, I have to hook up the my N64 and see if I can see what the created wrestlers on my copy of WrestleMania 2000 is for the thing. Because I played it on the totally legal way.
Yep.
Which technically, whoops. There we go. Whoops. I took the damage on my truck, not the cargo.
A truck in front of you? That red thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was.
Because since I own the game, I can technically use ROMs. Because I can always say I dumped the ROM.
Oh, Tom is helping his brother build his first computer.
Yeah, I thought that's what he might. Probably Steve, because he already helped Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't listening to the stream, but Tom said that, that was close.
Oh my god.
I didn't think that truck was going to turn.
Speed demon.
Passing on the solid lines.
This game, just remind me, it doesn't rack up tickets for things that a cop doesn't see you doing, right?
Nope.
It's only if you pass one.
Running red lights, I think you still get hit.
Yeah, like as if there's a camera or something, I guess.
Dan's now chastising me in the chat.
Double line's terrible. He's got to take Anthony's job.
I'm either on the hill or... Yeah. That's why I was like, why am I going 50? And I'm like, this must be a hill. I got them high beams on.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, actually. It does look like it.
Yeah, that's why they blink their lights at me.
They have been.
Yeah.
Brother's coming home this weekend, and he was really excited when I told him I got a new gaming computer. Ooh. And I totally forgot that he's really into PC gaming. And he loves simulator games. So I texted him before and I asked him what his favorite sim game was. And he said Cities Skylines.
Do you want that code?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's kind of perfect because I was planning on downloading it anyway. Oh,
yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll see if I can send it.
Crash.
Probably have to copy and paste. I was wondering if I could send it to a friend. Click. I have to go through the Humble bundle. I was going to go in Humble anyway. Because they're doing one of those crazy sales like itch.io did. That's like the 5th cop that has come up that side of the road.
I know you're here.
Yeah, they're on to me. Wait a minute. Why am I taking a boat to New Mexico?
Did you check your cargo before you took this job?
We'll see when I have to go to a weigh station.
Right? Oh my god. You can play this game modded, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got mods on.
Yeah.
I got what's called the realistic graphics mod, which I honestly haven't played American Truck Simulator with that on, so I don't know what the graphics look like without it. Hey, someone made a cone person.
Oh wow.
And then the realistic logos, which I think I gotta find the update or update it, because there's still some that should be pretty obvious to fix that isn't. But I know that it's working because I see the FedEx, U-Haul, and UPS trucks.
Notice that too.
definitely be something different in the base game. But yeah, as I was saying, Itch did that like 1,600 games for. I ended up donating $10, to the charities for, social justice and inequality, fighting inequality and all that.
Yep.
I don't want to name a charity because I don't remember which ones were in there. So, but they were all in that group. So I got those, and then Humble's doing a similar thing. So I'm going to see what their price is for that.
Yeah, that's nice that they're all these companies are doing that.
Yeah. To see if it's your typical Humble, because Humble is a fundraising website anyway. But everything that you buy does get donated, or portion of the proceeds or whatever.
It's awesome. I just used Humble Bundle for something like semi recently. What it was, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
You just blew so many red.
To get a ticket, so maybe a cop needs to be nearby.
Yeah. Cop Dan missed it. Did you see it? Oh my god!
Did you see what happened?
Yep.
I tried
on the delay.
I tried to pass the guys in the turning lane.
God.
And
accidents happen.
I think I took all that damage on my car too, so 2% on the cargo. It's no big deal.
Got a little scratch.
Yeah. That one.
And Dan says he doesn't think you're supposed to crash into buildings.
No. I also get fined for crashing into cars. Well, that was a...
Oh my god.
That was me being an idiot more than anything. I'm gonna load an autosave. That was me being completely distracted.
Yep. Between our Facebook group message and then pressure of Dan critiquing your driving.
There we go. Let's see where this is.
Everyone forget anything you saw.
None of that happened.
Never happened.
That was all fake.
Yep. Imagine that. You're going crazy.
Alright, so we're back out here. I don't know how far. We're not in that town anymore, so we probably have a little bit to drive.
Yeah. We rewind our conversation as well.
So, HIO. No. Yeah, because I heard on that Humble Bundle thing, there, what's my wipers? Oh, there we go.
No, it's raining. Another dimension. There's the tire guy.
He's not there anymore?
Yeah, he was. That's our landmark.
That's actually pretty good rain effects.
Yeah.
There's the lightning.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, that's some of the best stuff in The Witcher.
I know.
There's the lightning.
You're so good. Every time you start talking about it, I remember that I wanted to play it again. And then, apparently, where is it through that you can download a free version of the PC if you have the
I think if you have an
console game?
Xbox? PlayStation? I'm not sure. It's in our chat.
Yeah. Definitely want
One
to
of
do
our
that
chats.
if that's the case. Perfect opportunity to play it again.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's good for someone that maybe doesn't like a game like Skyrim where it's such a massive open world, because there's a lot to do and you can go kind of wherever you want, but it's within reason.
Yeah, this was me making the turn
Bushes.
too late. I didn't get hit. I didn't damage anything.
A bush begs to differ.
Well, that bush got damaged, but
plowed that bush.
Oh yeah. I've been now only if you watch the D&D show I watched will know why I made that connection to what you just said to think of the D&D show. Um, but that let the one, doing the Dimension 20 people doing the thing that basically equated to the Red Wedding was some of the most compelling half hour of D&D I've watched, and that includes Critical Role's emotional moments.
Wow.
Yeah, like they, like it was literally like the D&D version of, like the scenario. I won't tell you the outcome, but where all the enemies had gathered in one place and snuck in, and there were backstabs and stuff, and it was great.
Wow. Don't take notes on any of that, though.
Yeah. Well, no, I was upset that not wasted. Oh, I hit a car.
I think
I should say the car hit me.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looked like he hit you. 'Cause you were merging, but he also didn't attempt to slow down.
Yeah. Yeah, only 2%. That's fine. As long as I stay under 5, I don't lose much money.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I was saying, I wasted the turn on you guys in finding a letter. Even though it was great, it's great. But I just watched the way he did this, and it was just like, oh shit. There was a much more devious way to do all this. I think I was still nervous I didn't want you guys to hate D&D. So I was like, I don't want to start coming close to murdering everyone.
And then the last session happened.
Oh well, you guys. It's been a year and a half since the Annie incident, so
yeah.
I know you guys are in.
Oh yeah, we're
in. Ratcheting it up a bit.
Yeah, has last session aired?
Yeah,
I know.
No, it has. The dragon fight just aired.
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be intense.
You guys did pretty well against it.
Yeah.
I will say, half of your doing well in that fight was the fact that the ancient dragon kept not being able to recharge his breath.
I know that. Forget how much it hit for.
Like 60 or 70.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Knocked you out on one hit.
Yep. I was lucky because I have the ring of evasion. If I fail, I can use a charge and automatically save, which is probably the only reason why my character didn't die in that episode.
So I'm going to ride this out as much as I can because apparently I'm going 97 miles an hour.
Oh.
I was not paying attention. There we go. It's an 80 mile an hour speed limit here. But I don't think trucks are supposed to be doing...
It would be terrifying. Just seeing a truck going 100 miles an hour.
Alright, am I going to have to let... Come on. Make a decision, tanker.
I like how he just went right in front of you real quick.
Well, I was letting him go, and then he stopped.
Like how you could pass accident. It's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, there's a thing where if I don't want to waste time, I just drive through. Not through them, but through the barricade. Because sometimes they close off the highway and add about 2 to 3 hours to your time to get to a place. I'm like, fuck this. I'm streaming.
Yeah.
I need to get... I can't add another 20 minutes to my drive.
Seriously, just sitting there.
I'm going to go through this. And they don't stop you. And you can get by.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to thread the needle sometimes.
Yeah.
Go a little off-road. It's not bad. But yeah, as we were saying before I started doing NASCAR with this truck. Yeah, that whole fight came down to... I had set it up for one of two things to happen. And a third thing happened because that's how dice work. Was either I want you guys to run... you know,
Yep.
figure out that, hey, maybe we should run, which I was 50-50 you guys would even think you could do.
Yeah. That thought doesn't even cross my mind most of the time, which is I really should consider that more often. No, Anthony's character likes to do that, but even not as much anymore.
Yeah.
Only really just to like get out of direct danger.
Yeah.
We do enjoy our battles.
Which fits his character.
Yeah.
Or two,
Definitely.
I was going to put it as close to a TPK as I can before Kraynor came and saved you.
Yeah. That's true. Oh, you were relying on me catching on to the fact that we had the Jorkin
Yep.
also.
Yeah. If you guys didn't run, the only way you weren't TPKing is if you used this Jorkin. I love that Ant remembered the parameters of that. As soon as you guys were done, it was like, well, we can't use that for a week now.
Yeah. I remember that because when Kraynor, I think, was first telling us,
Yeah.
he blew on the horn, and then he's like, or somebody did, and they're like, well, Nike,
That was Barbaro.
you couldn't just tell us? That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Barbaro.
Barbaro, that's right. That's when we met the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
The
Which
whole
might be
thing.
my favorite accomplishment in this game is just Dan's reaction. To when he
was
figured
so
out what
happy.
they were. He was like,
Yeah. Was that your favorite, or was it when you incorporated Batman? When we had the conversation of whether Batman had a man face and a bat body, or
Well,
vice versa?
that was a thing where, Dan was a little confused at first when Batman got introduced. With the Green Lanterns, it was just the realization on his face.
Yeah,
that made
that's
me the
true.
proudest.
Yeah, he was very happy.
He got pretty close to doing the what's his name? One of the Chris's. Who's it? The one that plays Stormlord or Starlord or whatever.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. That meme. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can't think of his name either.
Yeah, because you have
Love that meme.
You have Chris Pine and
All the Chris's.
yeah,
It's a great meme, though.
yeah. That was exactly, he made that face.
Andy Dwyer, excitement face. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, I'm excited for. Yeah, and just watching some of the stuff from this newest season for Dimension 20 has gotten me some ideas for campaign 2, in the sense that I was going to do more kingdoms sort of setup and have different like ruling families and stuff like that, like play it as close to Game of Thrones as I can without ever actually seeing or reading the books.
gotcha. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when you started saying that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's just my thought. I was thinking that anyway.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be. I gotta find a rest area, or I'm gonna fall asleep on this road.
I forget, if you fall asleep, do you actually get into an accident? Or does it just put
the
you?
screen goes black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you take damage on your truck? You fell asleep?
Yeah, if I hit anything. Oh,
As
good.
long as
There's
it's
something
green.
coming up here. I don't know how far away that is, but.
But yeah, that shouldn't be too far, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to see the sleeping animation, because I am definitely going to nod off between here and there.
Oh, yeah, see, your little bed icon is red. So that means you're, like, in danger of...
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, the
You'll
last
see,
color, I guess. That you
Yeah, so there's one thing that happens first. You'll see the sides of the screen start blacken, as though your eyes were closing. And that's the first. After this yawning, then that, and then the screen will go black and say you're dozing.
Oh.
And it'll pop back up, and the truck keeps going.
Yeah. It's like in real life. We're getting tired.
gas there as well.
Just run over those ridges to wake you up.
You do those tricks. We should be able to pop caffeine pills. That's what we should be able to do. Get hooked on speed like real truckers.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, it's a really interesting mechanic.
Yeah, I like how they add stuff like that in there. Make it more realistic.
Slow down.
Hopefully, if you do start nodding off, you're not around other people when you do it.
Alright, let me in, buddy. I gotta get off. Exit.
Exit stage right.
There we go. I think I may have stopped here before. Or they just all look the same.
Yeah, this does look very familiar, but I feel like it might all be very similar. Maybe there's a few variations.
Oh, they won't let me. I gotta do the long way.
Bar and grill.
Alright. Oh, I think it is, because there's that casino.
The loves.
Alright, let's go sleep first. Alright, awesome. I didn't fall asleep. Nice.
Ooh.
Now let's go get some... Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh no. I noticed your game auto-saved right before you pulled into the rest stop.
Yep, that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I hope it's this one.
It should be...
Yeah.
It's 9:09 right now. Oh yeah, it's probably the 9:07.
I did that last time and I lost a lot of money because I was late.
Ugh. Yeah, you would literally lose an entire day.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, so I'm almost there. I think it's literally...
Kidding.
I think the town's like right up here.
Yeah. Forget everything you saw and nothing happened.
Yeah, I didn't fall asleep twice.
Nope.
That was me forgetting that it tells you to go to sleep again instead of telling you how to start your engine.
Oh. That's like when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, and I would click through the dialogue, and I thought there was like another chance before you chose to do something. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but I clicked through it too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh, I see it now.
you saw the darkening?
Yeah.
The eyes shutting?
Yeah. I think. Unless it's just really dark at that part of the road.
No, that was what it was.
Yeah.
It does get worse than that.
Didn't notice that the last time.
Well, I was going a lot faster. So I probably bypassed that time.
Hmm.
So one downside to loading an autosave is that they start you at a dead stop in the truck.
Yeah.
So come on, man. I missed the turn.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the gas station.
Let's see.
Drive over those bushes.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if they even let me go in here. Let's try that one more time. Nope, that is an invisible wall.
Food.
That's okay. I just gotta back up and open up back into anything. I think I can go this way. Yeah, that's more open. I'm guessing it's gonna be a swing like this. there's a truck. I would love to do the overhead view to show you how badly my truck is parked.
Imagine. Great day. Oh my god, that was so close.
They gave me the crashed vehicle, but I didn't get any damage.
They, like, nicked it slightly.
Yep, and then I just stupidly banged into the pole.
Did you read tonight's tweet?
No.
Had something to do with the gas station.
How terrible I am at doing this part.
Oh.
Oh, look, there's some kind of cowboy thing out in the distance there.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I'll probably go for another 15 minutes here or so.
400 and what is that? 490 or $450? Either way, still a lot.
Yeah, it's
A
still
lot of gas. Holy crap.
Yeah. Alright, let's get back on the road. Like I said, we'll probably call this at 9:30 just so I can get some time between.
Yeah.
They call this a movie, and
You're potentially looking at 4 streams. Well, or
maybe
things.
the Last of Us thing is up in the air, but I would love to do that.
You started playing it yet, or would this be your first time?
No, this will be first time. Yeah, it's like I did the midnight thing for Final Fantasy, but if it's too far past midnight, we miss that thing of being on at midnight. You know. And I'm just like, wasn't worth it for Final Fantasy 15 because I didn't have anybody join me.
I didn't even know you did it.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't expecting any of you guys to. Oh, we're in the Mountain Time Zone. We're in Utah. Yeah.
Did it.
I was just saying in general. It was like nobody.
Yep. I've seen a lot of people on Twitch streaming that game.
Yeah. Yeah, streamers could do it today. Ooh, I don't have to do the port of entry. That's weird.
Pass service?
Yeah, nice.
Oh, maybe it's because it's only a boat.
That's true. But the way my brain works, anytime someone says boat, I immediately think of the Family Guy thing. When they go to the timeshare place and they take them to the back and they tell them they can't have the time, they don't want the timeshare. Lois tells him, he's like, well, get this. You can get, Lois is like, we just want the boat. And then the guy goes, well, what about the mystery box?
Oh my god, yes.
And Peter goes, Lois. It's like, no, take the boat. No, but the boat's a boat. The mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. And I forget if they take the mystery box and it's something
what
dumb.
is it?
I think it's like tickets or something to a concert.
I don't remember. Dan might remember.
It's something real dumb, but I just remember that line where he goes, boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could be a boat.
Yeah, I haven't watched Family Guy in a very long time.
Yeah, you kind of grow out of it, you know.
Yeah. It's a big thing I watched I think it was in college.
Yeah. Yeah, the revival I was big into when it, and, you know. And also, it's one of those comedy things where certain things aren't as funny anymore.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about The Simpsons. As much as I'm not as big of a Simpsons fan as Dan and Ant, is that they find a way, those old episodes find a way to stay relevant. Like they're not too much cringeworthy. Like those early to mid '90s. Like Dan knows. You can ask Dan the best seasons, or maybe not. Maybe he wouldn't be as quick with it, but Ann will tell you the 7 good seasons. Oh, we're off the road. Dan
said, I guess the Simpsons stay relevant because they're all inoffensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
The only thing that's technically offensive and part of woke culture was Abu.
Yeah.
You know. There we go.
Yeah, season 3 to 8.
Every good Simpsons fan will say that answer.
The early ones are a little rough, and then later ones are rough as well.
I think it depends on. I think the writers changed or something. Dan can probably pop it up in the chat. Why those seasons are like the Holy Grail. I think those were the Conan years. I love how he hasn't said anything in chat. I mentioned The Simpsons and he pops up.
That was one to show up. The good stuff. Here to say I sounded loud and that you crashed into a building, and then The Simpsons. Conan was on the writing team for 2 to 3 seasons, he thinks. Was it seasons 2 through 3?
I think I stay here. Yep, there we go. Okay. I hate interchanges in real life too.
Said, yeah, for 2 to 3 seasons, and was on the writing team. Look at that old car you just passed.
Yeah, I love the car variety in here. It really shows like location. Like if you're in Vegas and stuff like that, you start seeing some more expensive cars. Or when you're in like big metro cities, you see more modern but then when you're out on 15 and 80 and stuff going into like Utah and the Midwest area, you start seeing older cars and more practical pickups and stuff like that. It's a level of detail that these games have that I really, really enjoy.
That kind of stuff does make a difference. Sure. Little things you appreciate.
Yeah, I honestly have played this game so long and I still have no idea what the end game is, if there is one. Like, am I supposed to be like a trucking empire and then become like the next huge truck company and that's the end of the game?
I see.
Because you can do that. That's a whole section of the game I do not touch. It's hiring drivers and have them go on, deliver stuff for you, and you get a part of the money, and you have to pay them a salary, and like a trucking company management sim as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not that into upgrading the trucks to where I need to make gotta get off. A whole bunch of money. I'm really glad there was not a car that breaks my.
Whoa! Did you get the car or just the sign?
I hit the sign. No damage. Just as I said, I'm so glad there wasn't a car when I did that quick turn off. I come up the hill from the exit and there was a car right there. That was karma.
Karma. Oh, can you open the truck windows? I forgot.
Yeah, there is a thing to do it, but I can just look out them too.
I was searching how to win American Truck Simulator, and I saw that there was an update where you can open the windows, and somebody was like, "Oh my god, thank goodness!"
Yeah, so you can hear like the engine and
the
the sounds of the road.
Also found an article how to recreate Death Stranding in American Truck Simulator Part 1. It won't be out for PC until the summer, it just says. It'd make some connections to games for you, because you liked that aspect of Stranding as well.
Yeah, making the roads and stuff. I spent way too much time making roads in that game. But in terms of Death Stranding, trying to get back to where my train of thought was.
What were we talking about?
No, I had something in my head I was about to say.
Oh, before you hit the sign.
With Horizon 2, we'll get into this deeper in the podcast, but the only thing I worry about with that game is that all the parts of the story that suck me in, have all been resolved.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, they have that little teaser at the end that sort of lays into what 2 is going to be about with that infection thing or whatever. But I've already learned why the world is the way it is. And I'm like, what can they do to...
It looks like she's... I don't know what country it's going to be, but maybe China or something.
Well, no, it's the West Coast, so I'm guessing that's Chinatown in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
So, that would be my guess. Because they show the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay. Oh.
Asshole. Ooh,
That's weird.
So, looks like we're getting into Nevada, maybe?
Vehicle violation.
Yeah, because of damage to my vehicle. It's fine. You can just ignore when it says things like visit service on your dashboard.
It's probably just a broken light. Nothing serious.
It's broken. The check engine light's always broken in my car. Is there a repair shop coming up? Because I will pull over to get repairs. But it doesn't look like it. Alright, we keep going. Tally ho. But yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I had the same feeling when Last of Us 2 was first announced. Like, that story, just like Horizon, wrapped up pretty well in one game.
Yeah.
Like, what can they do? And then all the things they're saying is like, oh, this is like, you're gonna hate playing it but love playing it at the same time. And I'm like, oh, now I'm intrigued.
We did our Horizon review a million years ago. We were kind of saying the same thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, it would be great to have another Horizon game. They wrapped this one up so well that you almost don't want to get it ruined.
Yeah. That's what you always worry about with that, but the game looks freaking gorgeous. I don't know, did you watch the 4K trailer?
No, not yet. Yeah. It looks amazing. I said this to you guys when I heard her speaking in the trailer. I was like, oh my god, it sounds like Ashley Johnson, or
Ashley Birch.
Or Ashley Birch. I didn't think it was it for whatever reason, and then obviously it was. I was so happy.
There's like 3 or 4 voices I can recognize in voice acting.
Mm.
And
she has a very distinct voice.
Some of them are because of Critical Role.
Yep.
But Ashley Birch is just because I hear Chloe from Life is Strange in my head. Oh, engine malfunction. Gotta restart it.
Oh no.
That's what happens when you get past a certain damage threshold.
Sign really did you in.
Oh, it wasn't that sign. I hit another one when you weren't paying attention.
You squeezed another sign in there.
Yeah, it was when we were talking about The Simpsons.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you ran over.
but yeah, with going back to Actually Birch, yeah, ever since, because Life is Strange was one of my favorite games, probably of last generation, or current gen, going to be last gen. Um,
Never
so
played that.
I hear Chloe immediately whenever she's in a game. It takes me a little while to not hear. All right. Yeah, it was like, oops. I was watching the girl that does Aerith in Remake was on GameSpot for their charity stream. They
Mm,
played Remake, and it was basically just like a 2 hour interview.
mm.
That girl's also was a streamer. She was a YouTuber. Um,
Yep.
so and the one guy kept going. He's like, she's like, it's so weird. She's like, I'll do something because Aerith's voice is pretty close to mine, but it's like a little higher and a little breathier, and she started doing it. And one reporter was like, get all giddy.
Uh,
Because she's like, yeah, like, all of a sudden I'll do it without knowing while streaming the game, and my entire chat will blow up going, she did the thing!
That's always amazing when you meet a voice actor or you're around them and they do a voice that you love. It's so great.
Yeah,
And geek out over it.
and she's like, I totally get it. When I had Erica Lindbeck there, who plays Jessie in Remake and is also Black Cat in Spider-Man.
Mm.
Um, and she's also the voice of Barbie on the YouTube
Oh, okay.
and shows like that. So when she started doing Barbie, and it was like ridiculous. And then she does a lot of like much deeper voice, and it was just amazing. And the other voice actress is like, I completely understand people get it because I sat there and watched her just go in and out of voices, and it's
Yeah.
just like you start separating the person from the voice,
Yeah, that's
like
wild.
it's some sort of like ventriloquism
Yeah.
going on. But yeah, she says she uses the Barbie. She has to keep repeating the lines. Like she'll keep going, "Hi, I'm Barbie. I'm
Hmm.
Barbie," until she gets into the right lane,
Hmm.
and then finally she got it. And I'm like, God, yep, that's the Barbie I've seen on all those videos.
So cool. It always amazes me when, I used to watch Critical Role and watching Matt Mercer switch from voice to voice.
Yeah,
Wild.
yeah, I wish I could do the
Very
voices
cool.
like that. Yeah, Mercer does it in a much more dramatic way, except for a couple of his voices. Um, but the guy in Dimension 20 can do it in a comedic. Well, he's a trained comedian. Um, in a comedic way very quickly.
What kind of voices
Almost.
does he do?
Well, he does all accents, like Mercer does. But he did one where they. Well, the thing is they're all trained improv. They all were Upright Citizens Brigade,
Mm.
and College Humor and stuff. So they're used to playing off each other. So the last thing they did, he was doing his voice for, like, I think it was very Irish or Scottish or whatever. And he was doing like the young girl and the two of the girls playing sisters were like talking to him about the same age, supposed to be like teenagers, like 16, 18, and they the one started going like, you're a strong, independent woman. You don't need to listen to them. You can make your own decision. You're a strong, independent woman. And then he started doing like the finger wag back and forth. I'm a strong, independent woman. and, and just the way his body morphed into
Yep.
doing it, it was like, and then it became a through line through that episode
Okay.
of like every so often. And he would just do that. And she was like, I made a mistake with the finger.
Oh, became a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but those guys have a much better of that background than. But in terms of drama, there's two actors on Critical Role that'll blow them out of the water.
So, yeah.
But in comedy, they blow Critical Role out of the water. I think Sam would be the only one that would fit in.
Yeah, Sam is hilarious. I don't know how, because he does his announcements. I don't know how he always finds new things to do.
Yeah.
He's so creative.
Yeah, that was the one reason why I said I think he would fit in, because I think he has the same type of
Yeah.
background as them in terms of the improv.
Mm-mm.
Oh, shut up, Copper. I'm trying to get to the repair station up ahead. Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn.
There you go.
I'm probably going to get hit again if he's still behind me at some point. But yeah. Let's turn in right, yeah. Yeah, but the one thing I really admire about the, Oop, I passed it. Back up.
It'd be funny if you went to look in your rearview mirror and the boat was just gone.
Wait, what have I been doing?
It's back by that one sign.
The boat was a lie. $14,000 in damages. Yes,
Oh
ma'am,
my
did that.
God.
Alright.
Buy a new truck, throw this one in the garbage.
Let's get back on the road.
It's 9:34 now.
Alright, no
You know.
problem. I'm going to get back on the highway and then pull over like I did last time.
You turn.
It's like a 5-point turn this is going to be. Oh. Well, it would have been less if that asshole didn't show up. They hit the trailer.
Oh, that's so rude.
Yeah.
It's definitely their fault.
Yep. That's what I'll tell the
Patient.
cops.
It was their fault.
Alright, what does my truck look like? It's not, no, I'm fine. Sorry for screaming into the mic so close to it.
Wasn't that loud? I'm sure I shattered everyone's eardrums earlier, so.
Oh good, I can actually pull into this where you would normally sleep area. This
Perfect.
rest area. That was the word I was looking for. Pull over like a normal truck does. Oh, I have to. I guess I could have went there, but I'll pull into this one. Hole in the rock. I guess that's a landmark. I don't know. I'll just get this beautiful view
And pretty.
right here. And
Perfect place to stop.
well, let's get down to 0. I'm not going to turn off my engine because it'll make me sleep. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I know it was a short one tonight, but EA Play kind of got in the way. We will probably definitely finish this job next time, but who knows. So, as we said, we're doing as far across the map as possible, and I'll see if I can do one back and let's have some fun with it. We're just really playing out the string until Idaho becomes something I can buy. We can add that to this. But yeah, this has been fun. Just keep an eye if you keep the notifications. Click. You see it pop up. The secret stream might pop up after midnight. Just depends on how far after midnight they thought this movie goes. So thank you, Jen, for joining me.
No problem.
Yep, so we will definitely see you all on Saturday for...
Saturday Scream Stream.
And we'll probably be doing some Silent Hill stuff, so
Oh, yeah.
thumbs up. We'll be back on Sunday. I'm thinking that's up to you guys for... I know it's Father's Day.
Most likely, because it'll be at night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that's up to you guys. I know we have D&D this Saturday. So it's going to be a fun-packed weekend, and I'm going to be a tired boy because I got to figure out a way to write while playing The Last of Us 2. So, thankfully, the first part the first half of the session is going to be, I have just the setting, and then whatever you guys do in it, it'll determine how the episode goes. Because you guys are currently outside of an area, don't want to spoil it. And however you decide to tackle getting in and getting what you need, determines how the episode goes. So I don't have to have much written for that half.
Right.
It's everything afterwards that I have to be ready for. So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Dan, for popping in for Simpsons Chat. We will surely be making references in the podcast coming up that we're doing. But so we'll see you guys on Saturday. Thank you for joining me. And I always forget I got to alt tab to stop the stream. All right. Have a good night, everyone.